that learn the secret contours of your lane, the path you walk when no one else is watching you. And in this one, I am the morning dew that tries and fails to beat upon your skin, a tender failing sacrament to win, a moment's grace before the sun claims me again. This feels like samsara, sweet and slow, a wheel of one I somehow already know. The bass is the hum of the turning below, a familiar, deep and ancient throw. Every touch is a coming home to a place I've never been, a sacred poem in this samsara of skin, where all our old lives begin. The scent is karma, rising as a tide, a consequence we do not try to hide, but sink into accepting what the universe has planned. The clean guitar, a prayer from my last hand, a final gentle pluck upon the string before the silence that rebirth will bring. Right here, right now, where past and future lovers meet. This feels like samsara, sweet and slow, a wheel of one I somehow already know. Bass is the hum of the turning below, a familiar, deep and ancient throw. Every touch is a coming home to a place I've never been, a sacred poem in this samsara of skin, where all our old lives begin. Begin again with this breath, this quiet little death of the self I was before the wheel turns on the shore of a sea we've crossed at such a tender cost, fading into the hum of the next life to come, which is this one. Yes. that you simply breathe, and coax a light and fire from the sheath of cool and collected. Calm a waterbed, a glow first in my chest, then in my head. A slow combustion fed on oxygen, of one and drawn so delicately in between the spaces of a kiss that never starts but stays. Oh, my tender arsonist of these, you burn me down with gentle expertise to smolder in ruins and soft ash prophecies on a bed of deep blaze coals. You watch the flames with such a soft regard, as my every guarded wall is charred by this beautiful soul and inevitable war that you quiet presence stole. The scent is smoke, the ribbons blue and sweet, winds around the cadence of our heat, a fragrant rising evidence of what you've done to what I was before this all begun. The kick drum is the settling of beams, structural failure in my dreams that gives way to the open, vulnerable sky. Oh, my tender arsonist of ease, you burn me down with gentle expertise to smolder in ruins and soft ash prophecies on a bed of deep base coals. You watch the flames with such a soft regard, as my every guarded wall is charred by this beautiful slow and inevitable war that your quiet presence stole. The guitar melody is a flickering, dancing flame, lively yet contained the synth pads or the rising heat haze, distorting the light, warping the melody into something dreamier. The bass is the persistent, warming ground of the hearth. You stole the light, the fight, the whole control. Now I'm just ember glow and aftermath, the quiet you want when path of ash that you walk upon so soft. Fading into the dawn of being happily gone. Burn and alert. And inclined to perfect clarity. From structure to you and me, to blended wonder and heat. Disorder has a melody so sweet. The baseline is the rate of heart decay to something elemental, soft and gray, where all the friction turns to light, then fades to gentle warmth. Oh, the thermodynamics of us, converting lonely matter into trust, into this energy that hums below, a subterranean and steady glow. Our slow collision, molecule by molecule, a beautiful, irreversible rule in the thermodynamics of this dark and perfect flux. The path's a steady state, a plateau reached, a field where every form of fear is bleached to pale insignificance, a ghost the scent has kissed and gently ushered into mist. The brush drum is a brownie in motion, soft, a random dancing around this flame aloft, guided by the unseen force that holds our center still. The thermodynamics of us, converting lonely matter into trust, into this energy that hums below, a subterranean and steady glow. Our slow collision, molecule by molecule, a beautiful, irreversible rule in the thermodynamics of this dark and perfect flux. Together they create a haze of harmonic warmth over the deep, patient thrum of the bass. Perfect flow, equilibrium in the aftermath, just the light and heat of a chosen path, cooling slowly to a memory of fire, a permanent quiet desire, fading into the ambient temperature. They say honey moves at 17 feet per hour, a golden patient sun, warm power, and that's the tempo of this turning world right now. The speed of my surrender anyhow. As you pour your presence, thick and sweet and sure, into the cup of me so slow and pure, an amber revelation drip by sacred drip. it spill, this liquid overload, the syrupy confession, this slow code that runs on deep bass frequencies. A note of overwhelming grace. Let every sticky sweet intention run until the vessel of the heart's undone. Filled with you, the setting, the risen sin and the risen sun in this unhurried honey space. The scent pad is the viscosity, the clean, the way the memory of your touch will sing long after you've stilled the residue of light, adhering to the fabric of the night. The clean guitar is just a gentle tip against the lip, the final tender slip before the floodgates of the quiet overwhelm. So let it spill, this liquid overload, the syrupy confession, this slow code that runs on deep bass frequencies. A note of overwhelming grace. Let every sticky sweet intention run until the vessel of the heart's undone and filled with you, the setting in the sun, in the risen sun, in this unhurried honey space. Just the overflow, the slow, the beautiful, untidy afterglow of what we couldn't hold and needing to. Spilling, filling everything, sticky, sweet, and lingering. The day's debris is gathered on the shore. All its sharp demands matter no more. I feel the current pulling soft beneath the floor. A slow magnetic draw toward your door, where every worry settles in a sill, a quiet bed where past regrets are built, and then are washed away, grain by patient grain. Take me to the mouth of the river, love, where the deep bass current is all I'm thinking of, and the fresh water mixes with the salt from above in a brackish, blissful prayer, where the river of me loses its name. In the vast forgiving ocean you became, at the mouth of the river where nothing is the same, just suspended, slow and there. The paths are like the fog that meets the sea, a holy blending ambiguity that softens every edge just a ray of breath and sheet, the slowing of the frantic mortal beat, to match the timeless patient ebb and flow of blood. Take me to the mouth of the river, love, where the deep bass current is all I'm thinking of, and the fresh water mixes with the salt from above in a brackish, blissful prayer, where the river of me loses its name in the vast forgiving ocean you became. At the mouth of the river, when nothing is the same, just suspend, slow and then you are the highlight on my darker gray, the moon-cut silhouette after the rain. This room is just a study in the contrast and the bliss between your midnight hair and morning's kiss. Upon my shoulder, lighter than a breath, a definition bordering on death, and life in all the shades that pool in this embrace. Pay me in chiaroscuro, love so deep, what promises the waking world can't keep, are etched in shadows that we slowly steep in base that makes them true. Carve the light out with your form and shape. There is no possible clean escape from this masterpiece of choice, from this rapt silent landscape we make it new. The scent defines the darkness, rich and full, a velvet backdrop, beautiful and dull, to make the sharper edges of your laughter and your sighs stand brilliant to my weary, wandering eyes. The guitar is the gleam along the spine, a single deliberate and perfect line drawn by a steady hand in this collaborative art of slowly steep in base that makes them true. Carve the light out with your form and shape. There is no possible clean escape from this masterpiece of choice, from this rap silent landscape we make new. The shadow where I end and you are made, the highlight on the choice we didn't fade. Blurring, blurring, the line is blurring into one sublime and gentle gray. A finish fading, perfect day into the gallery of night. Good night, good night. Good night. Sugar on the tongue of this long night, melting in the tempo, holding tight to nothing but the curve your shoulder makes, as every single careful boundary breaks into a syrup slow and sweet release, a gradual surrender into peace. The kick drum is the drip, the measured letting go. Let's achieve a slow dissolve, my love, a chemical reaction fit for gloves of silk and shadow, pushing from above and rising from below. Two elements that lose their form and name in the crucible of a slow blue flame in the soul of this home where no one's left to blame, just glow. The scent pad is the water, warm and deep, a baptism where waking thoughts asleep or gently drown, and what emerges new is sensitive and achingly true. The guitar pinches light like soul to crystalline and delicate accent on the sacred design. We're etching in the fabric of the air, so raw and clean. Let's achieve a slow dissolve, my love, a chemical reaction crucible of a slow blue flame in the slow dissolve, where no one's left to blame. Just glow.
A mesmerizing, circular, clean guitar intertwines with a softly oscillating synth. The pattern repeats and evolves, mimicking the process of dissolution of two distinct sounds becoming one lush, indistinguishable texture. The space around them is vast and reverent.
Just glow. The aftermath, the softest after show, where all that's left is what we didn't know we were. Before the blur, the slow, the sweet, the incomplete, now whole and fading from the spectrum of control. Dissolve. The ceiling fan just draws a lazy moon, a silver blur in this suspended June. Our orbits lock, a slow celestial spin, a silent revolution we begin. Your skin, a new geography of dawn, where every soft discovery is drawn in patient strokes by light that doesn't know the hour. And we obey the sweet celestial pull, this languid lunar gravity so full of promise, humming in the deep bass tone, a frequency for flesh and blood and bone, defying every simple law of speed. For this most fundamental quiet need to fall together slowly in a silent star-drowned flight. The pad is dark, a space between the spheres. It holds the ache of unshared happy tears, a velvet void where only feeling grows, a truth that just the sub-bass frequency knows. The brush and symbol, a distant meteor streak, a fragile passing moment, soft and meek against the everlasting dark we're wrapped within tonight. And we obey the sweet celestial pull, this languid lunar gravity so full of promise, humming in the deep bass tone, of frequency for flesh and blood and bone, defying every simple law of speed. For this most fundamental quiet need to fall together slowly in a silent star-drowned flight. The rain begins, a soft tap on the glass. A third smooth player in this languid class. Alongside the slow breath you draw and release, and the bass that promises a lasting peace. I feel your pulse against my palm, a second hidden track, a rhythm meant to guide the lost and lead them back to this moment, raw and undressed. I'm following the echo of your pulse, a compass when the central world convulses into the simple truth, this deep bass result, where every anxious thought repulses. It leads me to the center of the storm so calm, to the vulnerable and tender balm of the echo of house, my only needed song. The pad is like the memory of a rose, and the feeling more than music, where the soul has been softened in the kiln, a shared increasing heat, a melody that makes the incomplete complete. The gentle kick drum counts the blessings I can't name, just presence, just the flicker of a silent flame that dances in the dark pool of your watching eyes. I'm following the echo of your pulse, a compass when the sensual world convulses into the simple truth, this deep bass result, where every anxious thought repulses. It leads me to the center of the storm so calm, to the vulnerable and tender balm of the echo of your pulse, my only needed song. The electric guitar and synth pad trade gentle, yearning phrases, the guitar is all finger-picked intimacy. The synth is a vapor trail of emotion, they dance around each other, never colliding, always harmonizing, over the patient, deep pocket groove. The song, your pulse, the rain has settled to a silent lapse, just the sound of two perhaps becoming one in the hum, with the drum fading into burn everything. just a room, a smear of neon light, drowned beneath the weight of this perpetual night. Your head upon my chest, a perfect settled weight, anchors me inside this calm and drowsy state. The scent is like a sigh from some forgotten star. It blankets all the spaces of the world we are, and seals us in a capsule, soft and warm and deep. Here in the cradle where time forgets to flow, in the undertow, moving sweet and slow. Let the deep notes humble everything we know, to a whisper, to a glow. No future and no past to haunt this room, just the blooming of the sensual gloom. In the cradle where time forgets and only we exist. The brush snare catches light like dust in a slow beam, a phantom of a rhythm in a waking dream. My fingers learn the verses written on your spine, a poetry more sacred than a holy line. The clean guitar string trembles, questioning the air. You answer with a shift aside, a tender stare, a conversation held in silent, fluent touch. Here in the cradle where time forgets to flow, in the undertow, moving sweet and slow. Let the deep notes humble everything we know, to a whisper, to a glow. No future and no past to haunt this room, just the blooming of the sensual gloom. In the cradle where time forgets and only we exist. Covering everything, a crystalline, clean electric guitar melody drifts over it. Hurry and precise, each note a caress. The bass remains the unwavering, soft throbbing heart of it all. Here in the cradle where time forgets to flow, in the undertow, moving sweet and slow. Let the deep notes humble everything we know, to a whisper, to a glow. No future, no past to haunt this room, just the bloom, the sensual gloom, the hum of the amplifier in the tomb of day. Fading, all the colors into gray, but here it's blue, it's you. dancer on your skin, a golden liquid ballet, thin and slow begin. This melody was born before we came, a slow jam for the shadow without a name. The kick drum is a distant echoed shore, where every single maybe is a more, and every more is just this present velvet hour. So let's drift on the current of this beat, where the yearning and the satisfaction meet in a deep warm ocean, bittersweet, a sanctuary complete. Dissolve the line where you start and I cease, in the gospel of the slow release, in this velvet hour, where all that matters is our peace. The window holds the moon, a muted pearl, watching us unravel this tired world into a single thread of shade. Warm breath, a quiet defiance to a lonely death. The baseline roots us to the planet's core, while in this space we silently explore a galaxy contained within a single shared embrace. So let's drift on the current of this beat, where the yearning and the satisfaction meet in a deep warm ocean, bittersweet, a sanctuary complete. Dissolve the line where you start and I cease, dissolved into the blue of this room, painted in me and you. No need for words, the silence is a phrase spoken in the vapor of our days. Your sigh is a lyric my soul understands, written on air by gentle seeking hands. The bass is the pulse of this quiet truth we found. So speak in the language of touch, go slow, let the paths rise up from the deep and flow over every secret that we used to know. In the hush of the sub-bass glow, a conversation without a sound on this sacred steady ground, where the only scripture is the shape of you I hold. Against the warmth that time stands still to feel. Clean guitar notes like fingertips on silk. Trace the journey from my mind to all you built inside this quiet fortress where we're bare. Rise up from the deep and flow over every secret that we used to know. In the hush of the sub-bass glow, a conversation without a sound on this sacred steady ground, where the only scripture is the shape of you I hold. Between a melancholic, clean electric guitar and a warm, embracing synth pad. The guitar line is a question, the synth pad is a reassuring answer. They intertwine over the deep, languid heartbeat of the bass and the whisper, punctuation of the drums. Just this, the shape of you, the silent sound of two fading into blue, into the deep, the language that we keep. Sleep. Midnight till I streetlight blush on your sleeping face, a sweet stain. My fingers trace the map of where your shadows play. In this quiet universe our breath has made, the world is just a rumor, distant fading sound, as this deep soft bass line is the only ground I'm standing on, or falling, I can't tell. So pull me under velvet deep, where promises and whispers sleep. Let the scent pads swell and odor slow and sweet. In the rhythm of your heat, just say my name, a breath, a plea, and drown this lonely world with me. In a midnight silhouette, our slow eternal beat. Brush, snare, side, the seconds we let go. Your heart against my lips, a soft familiar throb. Each freckle a constellation I have come to know. In the liquid dark where only longing grows, the clean guitar string speaks what I can't say. A tender note that trembles then just slips away into the space between your skin and mine. So pull me under velvet deep, where promises and whispers sleep. Let the scent paths swell, odor slow and sweet. In the rhythm of your heat, just say my name, a breath, a plea, and drown this lonely world with me. In a midnight silhouette, our slow eternal peace. A delicate, clean electric guitar unfolds, aching in a mist, solo notes hanging like breath in cold air. It's answered by a yearning synth pad melody that swells, lingers, it intertwines. A wordless conversation of desire and comfort. The deep bass pulses beneath like a steady, patient heart. So pull me under velvet deep, where promises and whispers sleep. Let the scent pads swell and hold us slow and sweet. In the rhythm of your heat, just say my name, a breath, a plea, and drown this lonely world with me. In a midnight silhouette, our slow eternal beat. Eternal beat. Just sway with me. In the slow fade of the sub-bass stream, you sent my skin the silent hymn of a want that never ends. Just sway, fading, fade silhouette. Late night taxi dropped you off with messy hair and blurred mascara. You're laughing at yourself, saying I'm a beautiful disaster. Door clicks shut, you kick your heels off, let them clatter on the Then you look at me with that, tell me I'm still safe look. Your perfume is a memory I could trace with closed eyes, a soft, sweet little ghost that hangs around and never dies. You shrug off your jacket, toss it somewhere by the chair, underneath the simple t-shirt, but you're glowing everywhere. You ask if you talk too much when you get a little wine, if your vulnerability is crossing every line. I say your honesty's a language that I never wanna mute, even when it's tangled, even when it's raw and crude. We move into the bedroom where the lamp is low and warm, casting halos on the ceiling, chill out after the storm. You sit down on the edge of the bed, eyes on the floor, hands knotted in your lap like they've forgotten what they're for. You say you're tired of being strong, tired of holding up the world, tired of turning every tenderness into a shield you have to hurl. I kneel down in front of you, so we're finally eye to eye, and say you don't have to save a soul in here tonight. Your shoulders drop a fraction like the sky just found a rest, like somebody took the weight right off your chest. Bassline in the background is a slow and steady thrum, like your silk heartbeat just beneath your skin beating numb. You reach up and touch my face like you're checking if I'm real, fingers trembling but learning how to steal. In the quiet I can hear the things you never speak, the prayers for something gentle that doesn't break when you're weak. Let me lay my hands on your silk heartbeat, trace the rhythm where your secrets to me. You don't have to be the strong one here, you can fall apart and still be dear. In this room of half-light, fragile and slow, we can move at the pace that your healing knows. Every breath you take, every shiver in your sleep, I'm listening close to your still heartbeat. Guitar strings hum like a lullaby in bloom, notes hanging like lanterns in the room, a gentle slide, a quiet bend, like the way your walls start to soften at the end. Sim pads hover like a warm protective fog, wrapping around your edges like a midnight shawl. A tender lead line tiptoes through the mix, tracing what the words can't fix. Delay turns tiny phrases into waves, rolling over everything that aches. In the space between each chord and sigh, I hear every time you wanted to cry. Let me lay my hands on your silk heartbeat, trace the rhythm where your secrets meet. You don't have to be the strong one here, you can fall apart and still be dear. In this room of half-light, fragile and slow, we can move at the pace that your healing knows. Every breath you take, every shiver in your sleep, I'm listening close to your silk heartbeat. If the morning calls your name with that sharp, demanding tone, we can hit ignore together, let it ring out on its own. You can wear my hoodie, drag your feet across the floor, while this mellow echo lingers just behind the door. Your heartbeat in my palm, soft and shaky, finding calm. As the paths fade into gray, I still feel it anyway. Silk heartbeat, soft and low, teach me how your tempos go. I won't rush the way you mend, I'll just soundtrack every bend. When the speakers finally die and the track says it's goodbye, I'll still hum this melody, built on how you leaned on me. Silk heartbeat beneath my hand, like a secret slow jazz band. Even when the night is gone, you you'll be playing on and on. Room smells like jasmine and old vinyl in the dark. There's a street light in the distance, drawing lines across your arms. You're lying on the sofa in my oldest cotton tee, bare legs on the cushions, eyes wandering over me. You ask if I remember how we ended up like this, trading half-truth late night stories, dodging anything we miss. Your voice is soft and scratchy from the talking and the wine. Every word is like a ribbon wrapping slowly around my mind. The fan above is spinning like a slow hypnotic wheel, pushing waves of lazy air across the space we feel. Oh, your phone keeps lighting up and in and on the floor, little flashes of a world you're not in love with anymore. You tell me you're exhausted from pretending you're okay, from smiling in the daylight like you're never gonna break. I watch your fingers tug the hemline of your sleeve, like you're pulling back the curtain on the parts you never leave. You say, I don't know how to be held without a fight, how to let someone stay when it's quiet at night. I move closer, let my knee brush lightly into yours, feel the jolt of something tender trying to unlock all your doors. A bass line from the speakers is a steady, gentle hum, like the heartbeat of the room, slow and low, deeply numb. A clean guitar is whispering behind the synthy haze, drawing little patterns in the corners of this maze. You look at me and laugh like you're scared of what you want, like the wish on your tongue might be too much to flaunt. But your eyes keep saying stay, even when your lips say no. And I can read the contradiction in the way you're glowing slow. Wrap me in your midnight lace, all the fragile threads you never show your face. Let the darkness hold our names while we step outside our careful frames. You don't have to have a plan tonight, just breathe with me in this dim light. Every tremor, every trace, I'll be gentle with your midnight lace. Guitar slides in like fingertips on silk, soft bends pulling in the shadows like milk. A tiny hammer on, a sigh on a string, like the way your doubts and longing intertwine and cling warm. Synth pads swell beneath, slow and wide, like a tide pushing softly from inside. A glassy line flutters near your breath, chasing every word you haven't said yet. Echo on the chords keeps the moment stretched, like the universe forgot what time it is. No lyrics now, just wordless hums, floating where your heartbeat drums. Wrap me in your midnight lace, all the fragile threads you never show your face. Let the darkness hold our names while we step outside our careful frames. You don't have to have a plan tonight, just breathe with me in this dim light. Every tremor, every trace, I'll be gentle with your midnight lace. Turn the lamps down, leave one on, just enough to keep us drawn. If the morning starts to pry, we can pull the sheets up high. Let your armor slip and slide, leave it folded at the side. You can rest your weight on me, bruised and bright and messy, free. As the pads grow thin and pale, and the last snow leaves its trail, I'll still feel the threads you wove round my shoulders like a rope. on the back of the chair says you're still here somewhere. Kitchen light is dim and warm, like a little private sun. You're leaning on the counter, sipping from your cup undone. Bare feet on the tile, you're tracing circles with your toes. Every lazy little motion makes the night feel slow. You laugh at something small and let the silence roll back in, and I can hear your unsaid words underneath your skin. You say you never meant to make this more than what it was, never meant to let me orbit round the gravity you got. But the way you hold your mug with both hands like a prayer tells me everything. Your mouth is still too careful to declare. The fan above us hums along to some old slow jam. Your phone is on the table on Do Not Disturb again. We talk about nothing, random dreams and broken plans, while my eyes are mapping galaxies in the lines of your hands. You tilt your head and ask me if you're too complicated, if the mess you made it might be too underrated. I smile and say you're made of constellations and regret, and every scar you're hiding is a star I haven't met yet. The fridge kicks in and out a low mechanical bass, scenting with the soft subsonic rhythm of this place. You shift a little closer, just enough for me to feel how your warmth and second guessing both are aching to be real. I've been orbiting your shadow all night long, pulled in by the quiet of your unsung songs. You don't have to say you want me out loud, I can hear it in the hush when you shut the world down. Let the clock hand spin, let the city fade. We can live in this slow motion serenade. Every breath you take is pulling me along. I'm content to be a gravity song. Guitar slides and soft like fingertips on chrome. Each note bending like the thoughts you never bring back home. A gentle riff, a little tremble on the string, like the way your doubts and desires intertwine and swing. Wide scents paths swell underneath the muted gold, grabbing us in echoes that are warm and slow. A fragile ley line shivers just behind your gaze, painting little streaks of neon through the haze. Reverb stretches out the room, makes time feel thin, like the moment might just loop and never end again. No lyrics now, just tiny wordless sighs, floating over chords like distant satellites. I've been orbiting your shadow all night long, pulled in by the quiet of your unsung songs. You don't have to say you want me out loud, I can hear it in the hush when you shut the world down. Let the clock hand spin, let the city fade. We can live in this slow motion serenade. Every breath you take is pulling me along. I'm content to be a gravity song. Turn the lights down one more notch, let the outside lose its watch. If tomorrow comes too bright, we can hide inside this night. Leave your worries on the sill, let them cool in the windowsill chill. I'll be here with shadows bend, where your doubts and dreams descend. I remember how you stood in my half-lit kitchen wood, how the orbit of your eyes pulled the truth from all your lies. As the synth pads thin to air, I still feel you standing there, even when you slip away. You're my favorite slow decay. Orbiting your shadow, slow is the only place I know. Fade my voice to distant hum, but your gravity lives on. On the dresser, throwing halos on the wall. You sit cross-legged on my bed, knees tucked in, wrapped in a shawl. Your eyeliner's a little smudge, your lipstick almost gone, but there's a glow beneath the tire that keeps burning on and on. You say it's been a long week of being tough and playing nice, of swallowing the words that cut you down to have your size. Your laugh is like a match striking the center of the room, brief and bright and beautiful, then swallowed by the gloom. You ask if I get tired of your spirals in the dark. Other nights you call me over just to sit inside your heart. I shake my head and smile, say there's nowhere I'd rather be than tracing all the maps your fragile courage gives to me. The speakers hum a slow jam, brush on snare, soft kick and bass, everything in gentle motion, leaving lots of empty space. A clean guitar is picking at the edges of the night, each note like a tiny ember throwing off a little light. You say you don't believe in forever, only in for now. That promises feel heavy like they're built to let you down. I tell you I don't need to etch my name into your skin, only wanna be the moment where you finally let me in. You look away then back at me, like you're testing if I'll stay. Your fingers tripping on the blanket, tangled in the fray. When I reach and hold your hand, it's cool and slightly tense, but you don't pull away, and that alone is something immense. Your shoulders sink an inch, as if the room breathed out with you, like the weight you've always carried finally found another view. The baseline under everything is low and warm and sure, like the sound your soul would make if it could hum itself to pure. You're my slow burn halo in the dark, soft and steady round my heart. You don't have to blaze a blind, just like quiet intertwine. Every flicker, every turn, I'll be here to watch you burn. Not in flames that scorch and fade, but in gentle light you never made. Simple line, bending notes like promises you're scared to sign. A subtle vibrato at the tail of each phrase, like your hands when you're learning new ways. Lush scents pass, hover like a warm electric mist, filling every empty corner we've missed. A delicate lead sweeps in and out of you, dancing softly just like you. Delay stretches every tone into a sigh, letting each emotion multiply. No words now, just your breathing in the mix, and the healing in these little tricks. You're my slow burn halo in the dark, soft and steady round my heart. You don't have to blaze or blind, just like quiet in the time. Every flicker, every turn, I'll be here to watch you burn. Not in flames that scorch and fade, but in gentle light you've never made. If the sunrise taps the window with its bright insistent hand, we can roll the blinds down lower, let it wait to understand. You can stay in oversized pajamas, barefoot on the floor, while the echo of this night hangs like incense by the door. Your halo on my chest, soft and slow, a quietness. As the paths dissolve to blue, I still see the shine of you. You don't need to rush your glow. I'll adjust to every slow little spark you choose to show. Every ember, every note. When the speakers fade to none and the last chord's really done, I'll still feel that tender mark of your slow burn in the dark. Slow burn, halo faint but real. Take your time to learn your heel. I'll be here in whisper light, waiting for your gentle bright. Two ways are met out in the empty dark, not as a crash but as a merging mark. A doubling of amplitude, a peak that shouldn't be according to cold laws. But here I see the proof. I'll crest the line, I'll trust the same, a synchronized and softly stated claim against the noise, a single pure and rising tone. This is constructive interference, love, a resonance sent from the skies above, and echoed in the deep bass that we're of, a louder, clearer song, where every doubt and every lonely fear is cancelled out the moment you are near. In constructive interference, crystal pure and dear, that says we now belong. The scent pad is a medium, the air that carries what our separate selves now share. A perfect phased alignment, no destructive beat, just harmonic motion, slow and sweet. The clean guitar, the waveform drawn in light, a visible expression of the right and true convergence happening beneath our skin. This is constructive interference, love, a resonance sent from the skies above, and echoed into the deep bass that we're of, a louder, clearer song, where every doubt and every lonely fear is cancelled out the moment you are near. In constructive interference, crystal pure and dear, that says we now belong. Two distinct melodic lines, one guitar, one synth, begin separately, then slowly weave together, harmonizing perfectly. They create a third, richer sound that is more beautiful than either alone, soaring over the foundational. We belong to the signal strong, where the weak waves once were thrown in, now just conducted in the flesh, fading into the mesh of the perfect quiet, yes. The world tilts on its axis, soft and slow, and all its longitude and latitude just go to curve it where your body meets the sheets. The only parallel that feels complete. The bass tone is a planet, steady core, and I am just a satellite, no more, drawn in by your gravity's relentlessly command. And I have crossed my own prime meridian, the line that marked where yours and mine begin. It's dissolving in the slow electric spin of touch that rewrites maps. Now every degree of heat of want or need is measured from the place your breath does see. The atmosphere, the meridian of you and me, collapse in slow collapse. The synth pad is a curvature of space, a bending of all time within this place. It warps the light from street lamps into halos on the wall, and makes a mind immortal feeling tall, enough to touch the ceiling of the sky. The brush tactics the seconds passing by in a new time zone of our own deliberate design. And I have crossed my own prime meridian, the line that marked where yours and mine began. It's dissolving in this slow electric span of touch that rewrites maps. Now every degree of heat of want or need is measured from the place your breath does see. The atmosphere, the meridian of you and me, collapse in slow collapse. The guitar plays a wandering, exploratory solo that seems to trace invisible lines across the globe. The synth swells like a tidal bulge caused by lunar pool deep. Light be sweet and inevitable. The bass remains the unwavering axis around which everything revolves. Collapse into a single point of light, held there through the long imagined night. No east, no west, just the undressed test of where the heart finds rest on the meridian of your chest, fading into the agreed upon direction of our own private perfect section. Curves in slow. wake up seeking center, finding calm. A still point in the chaos like a bomb. I never found it in a breath alone or on a mat. It wasn't in the silence, only at the very eye of this created storm of skin. The perfect piece that true desire begins, where motion slows to where the heart can hear itself be still. And you are the still point of my turning world, the silent flag around which dreams are furled, the deep bass axis, the precious pearl around which all else grinds. The frantic spin of minutes, hours, days loses all its meaning in your gaze at the still point in the soft and amber haze that your presence here defines. That your presence here defines. That your presence here defines. The pads are like the dust motes hanging caught in a sunbeam of a newly finished thought, suspended in the grace of this unanxious long repose. The guitar is the light that gently shows that dance is not a dance but just a state of being free. The kick drum is my own heart's distant sea that finds its tidal answer in your steady grounding shore. And you are the still point of my turning world, the silent flag around which dreams are furled, the deep bass axis, the precious pearl around which all else grinds. The frantic spin of minutes, hours, days loses all its meaning in your gaze at the still point in the soft and amber haze that your presence here defines. Hughes achieves a profound sense of suspended animation. The synth holds a long, unwavering chord. The guitar plays sparse, resonant notes that seem to hang in the air forever. The bass is a soft, ohm-like drone. It feels less like a song moving forward and more like a beautiful, eternal moment captured. Define the still point, where the universe aligns for a breath, for a sign. And it's mine, it's ours in this pause that contains all powers, fading, not ending, just extending into the still point, unbending. Constructive interfering, two waves that met out in the empty dark, not as a crash but as a merging wall, a doubling of amplitude, a peak that shouldn't be according to cold laws, but here I see the proof. I crest the line, our trust the same, synchronized and softly stated claim. Against the noise, a single pure rising tone. This is constructive interference, love, a resonance sent from the skies above, and echoed in the deep bass that we're up. A louder, clearer song, where every doubt and every lonely fear is cancelled out the moment you are near. In constructive interference, crystal pure and dear, it says we now bloom. The synth pad is the medium, the air that carries what our separate cells now share. Perfect phase alignment, no destructive beat, just harmonic emotion, slow and sweet. The clean guitar, the waveform drawn in light, a visible expression of the right and true convergence happening beneath our skin. This is constructive interference, love, a resonance sent from the skies above, and echoed in the deep bass that we're up. A louder, clearer song, where every doubt and every lonely fear is cancelled out the moment you are near. In constructive interference, crystal pure and dear, that says we now belong. Two distinct melodic lines, one guitar, one synth begin separately, then slowly weave together, harmonizing perfectly. They create a third, richer sound that is more beautiful than either alone, soaring over the foundational resonant bass frequency. Where the long to the signal strong, where the weak waves once were thronging, now just one pure tone, never alone, constructed and conducted in the flesh, fading into the mesh of the perfect quiet. Yes. You don't speak it in a language I can hear. You plant the notion in the atmosphere, a single frame of film spliced in the moving reel of thought, a battle that was never ever fought, because you wanted in the silent deep beforehand, with a gentle overwhelming hand that rearranged the furniture inside my sleeping mind. slow and perfect question, play beneath the sound of my own lonely confession. Till the two tracks merged as one, a whisper in the wine, a flash of in the dark that left its permanent and tender mark. This subliminal, this slow and soft and seminal spark that said, you are the one. The scent pad is the carry away, the string that holds a secret, half remembered dream of a face I hadn't seen, but knew I'd recognize behind my own reflection in my eyes. The guitar is the glitch, the blissful flaw. The moment I let out a shaking jaw and realized the message had been playing all night long. It was subliminal, a deep bass suggestion, a hidden slow and perfect question, play beneath the sound of my own lonely confession. Till the two tracks merged as one, a whisper in the wine, a flash of in the dark that left its permanent and tender mark. This subliminal, the slow and soft and seminal spark that said, you are the one. Music employs subtle reverse sounds and ethereal textures. The clean guitar melody feels familiar yet elusive. Like a memory trying to surface, the synth pad acts as the subconscious itself. Vast, influential, and humming with implied meaning. The one, the message done, the programming one. I am the screen, showing the dream you sent and seen. Subliminal, final, gentle, fading into the root of the irreversible, absolute and quiet truth. You don't possess me, no. You simply stay, a soft persistence at the close of day, a fragrance in the fabric of my favorite chair, a change of pressure in the evening air. I feel you in the pauses between songs, a resonance that lovingly belongs, not as a guest but as the atmosphere itself. You are the gentlest haunting I've known, a welcome spirit in my blood and bone, a deep bass presence in my earthly zone, a sweet pervasive calm. You move the dust motes in a sunlit room. You did feels in spring. Not cold but cooler, comforting. Blue thing that lingers in the corners, not to scare but bless the empty spaces with its quietness. The guitar is the hint, the subtle creak, the proof that you are here, though you don't speak in any tongue except the language of the pulse. You are the gentlest haunting I have known. Oh, welcome spirit in my blood and bone. A deep bass presence in my earthly zone. A sweet pervasive calm. You move the dust motes in a sunlit room. You dispel every premonition of gloom in this gentle, relentless, beautiful, assumed forever like a song. On a loop in the parlor of my heart, you're in the group of one, the only haunting ever done with love, fading into the very walls. The softest of calls, answer, always answer. I am mapping with my lips the longitude of this, the subtle rise and fall, a newfound bliss of atlas shifts on your sleeping form, so still, a silent continent I learned by will, and whisper every freckle is a star, to navigate the quiet spaces where we are, adrift beyond the need for any spoken word. And I chart the cartography of quiet lands with the compass of my breath and of my hands, reading the deep bass ties, the shifting sands of your most sacred sleep. I am the scribe of this unspoken coast, a humble, willing, and devoted ghost in the cartography of what I want the most, and vow to gently keep. The sense pad is the fog on this new shore, a blessed blurring element that promises more beyond the visible, soft, forgiving screen that drapes the details in the mystic sheen. The brush snare is a creature in the brush, a fleeting soft percussion in the hush that marks the time I spend in this uncharted state. I chart the cartography of quiet lands with the compass of my breath and of my hands, reading the deep bass ties, the shifting sands of your most The clock has lost its language. Numbers fade to silent glaps in this our barricade of pillow skin and whispers left unsaid that linger in the hollow of the bed. The baseline is the bedrock of this trust, a resonant and unassuming crust beneath the fertile quiet where our seedlings grow. And here we take a silent velvet vow with no efficient but the here and now, sealed with a touch, the only phrase we allow in this dim cathedral space, witnessed by the sin path's holy drone, a sacrament for us and us alone. This silent vow in undertones on the pose of your resting face. The pressured symbol is a shiver of a sin, a tiny silver tremor, barely spin on air already thick with our accord, a promise that needs never word. Your eyelash casts a shadow like a pen, assigning its name on my skin again, and scribbles of contentment deep in cursive slow. And here we take a silent velvet vow with no efficient but the here and now, sealed with a touch, the only phrase we allow in this dim cathedral space, witnessed by the sin path's holy drone, a sacrament for us and us alone. This silent vow in undertones on the pulse of your resting face. Guitar speaks of how clear, deliberate, earnest notes that ring with commitment, a warm string-like synth-pad answers, enveloping the promise in a haze of eternal reassurance. Their duet is the ceremony in itself, profound and wordless. I can wonder how it doesn't matter now, sealed in the field of this yielding, this gentle shielding, fading into the keeping, the soft forever sleeping. Of the vow.